Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, January 3rd, 2012. Munich Re, the world's largest reinsurer, says that global losses from natural catastrophes were cut in half in 2012. According to Munich Re, natural cats caused $160 billion in losses and $65 billion in global insured losses in 2012. This was down from $400 billion in losses and $119 billion in insured losses in 2011. According to Munich Re, Sandy accounted for about $50 billion in overall losses, and the second one was the drought in the United States that came in at about $20 billion in crop losses. Munich Re said that losses relating to Sandy are still extremely difficult to assess, but without the impact of that storm, losses would have been very low in 2012. AM Best followed on, saying that the net income for U.S. property and casualty insurers for the first 9 months of 2012 was $31.2 billion. That's more than double for the first 9 months in the same period last year, when it came in at $12.3 billion. They noted that the storm resulting from Hurricane Sandy in late October, which was the unreported fourth quarter, would have only a modest impact on the overall results. Guy Carpenter came out with a report on the January 1st renewals for 2013. They said that the renewals took place against a stable backdrop. They said that only loss-affected lines in certain regions, mainly related to Sandy in the U.S., experienced price hikes. The other programs that were not impacted by Sandy losses were overall flat to down in pricing. Carpenter's head of global property specialty, Lara Mowry, did say that one area of ongoing development was the growth in the number of participants and capital provided by non-traditional markets. Even insurers who don't directly utilize non-traditional sources benefit as reinsurers further leverage this capacity. Translation, there's a lot more capital coming into the market, keeping the prices down, as well as the low claim experience. That runaway oil drilling rig in Alaska is now securely berthed on an island off of Kodiak Island. The drilling platform is called the Kulluk, K-U-L-L-U-K. There are now 6 salvors on board the ship. They were lowered on by a helicopter. That ship broke loose of its tethers to 2 tugboats in the stormy seas off Kodiak Island last week, and it dragged the 2 tugboats for more than 4 miles until it berthed itself on the sand. There are now concerns from environmental groups that, in fact, the 150,000 gallons or so of oil on the ship could leak out. Here was a surprise announcement. It came out yesterday. Lloyd's is going to announce the renaming and apparent scaling back of their much ballyhooed Project Darwin later this month, calling a timeout in a back-office reform initiative that was in danger of becoming a political millstone within the London market. It's now going to be renamed under the working title of Central Services Refresh. It's going to become more focused, and it's going to evolve more slowly. One of the things that seemed to have been causing a problem in Lloyd's was comparisons to the white elephant called Connect, which was another attempt at coalescing back-office functions under a centralized Lloyd's operator bureaucracy. That was finally canceled in January of 2006 after the spending of £70 million. Darwin was never in the same league, but the memory of Connect, together with the initial struggle toward creating a common purpose, was simply a bridge too far for Lloyd's to undertake at this time. Last week, 29 countries, including the U.S., Australia, and many members of the EU, classified Pakistan with a negative travel advisory to people thinking of visiting the country. That's not good for business if you're Pakistan, so the government has decided that they're going to offer up to $500,000 in protection to any foreign businessmen coming into the country. Vladimir Putin is never one to miss a trick. 2 weeks ago, Gerard Depardieu, the French actor, had a very public spat with the French government over the increase in tax rates. He then announced he was relocating to Belgium. Mr. Putin signed a bill yesterday granting citizenship in Russia to Depardieu. No word as to whether Depardieu has accepted yet. Google's executive chairman Eric Schmidt is apparently working on a book about the internet's role in shaping society. As part of his homework for the book, he's going to pop up in North Korea in the next several weeks, apparently. Mr. Schmidt's appearance in North Korea is a little odd, since North Korean society is very heavily controlled. Internet access is denied, cell phone usage is strictly controlled, TV is strictly controlled, and all apartments, condominiums, and homes, and office spaces and schoolrooms have loudspeakers in them, whereby the government communicates one way with its citizens. People now are wondering whether or not this signals a change in North Korea's leadership, or whether or not Mr. Schmidt is in danger of simply being used by the North Koreans as a indication that they are in fact open, when in fact they're not. More to follow on this for sure. Presumably Mr. Schmidt will do his homework. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.